Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you a quick video as to how we can use ChatGPT in order to identify fonts. So a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually give ChatGPT an image to analyze and it can actually use that information. So you don't just have to give it text, you don't just have to ask it questions, you can actually give it a screenshot to analyze as well. Now, this is really good for things like troubleshooting. Maybe you have an issue. It can also be good if you can't just copy text from one place to another. Like in our instance here, because we would want it to identify a font, if I just copied some text into here, it removes the formatting, so it's not going to be able to identify what the font is. So that's where a screenshot can be really useful. So to get started, I'm going to use Computer Weekly for this, just because it's really good. But if we open up our trusty snipping tool, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to grab a section of the text like this. Doesn't matter what we get. And then if I just copy this and then head into ChatGPT, and we're going to ask it, we're going to say, could you please let me know what font is being used here. And then I'm just going to paste our screenshot in. So this does take a little bit longer. So usually if you ask it for a prompt, it's generally pretty quick, but when you're giving it screenshots, it has to do quite a lot of work in the background. So it does take usually about a minute to kind of come back with all the information. So I'm going to let it work its magic now, and I'm going to come back to you when it's done. Perfect. So it's now finished analyzing the font, and it's actually gone above and beyond here, and it's actually given us the size of the font as well, and it's determined a few things. It's given us a little graph here, which means absolutely nothing to me, but if that's how it figures it out, then that's absolutely fine. And then it's come back and it said that the screenshot appears to have these fonts in. So it won't give you the exact font because there's so many fonts out there, right? And a lot of them are very similar, but it will tell you the closest that it can find. So in this case, it could be Arial or Open Sans. So what we can now do is if we go over to our trusty email marketing platform, if we wanted to use this font, so actually you might look at your font list. So let's just highlight some text. You might look at your font list and say, well, actually, I don't have any of those fonts on my system. So this email marketing system does have quite a few fonts, but let's just say it didn't have any that was suggested by ChatGPT. What we can actually do is we can grab another screenshot, and we will need a delay on this. So I'm just going to add a 3-second delay. And we can grab these images, or these an image of the fonts. And then if we pop back over, we can say these are the fonts I have access to, which is the closest match. And then we can put that screenshot in there as well. Now, the reason why this is helpful here is because if I go over to this email marketing platform, I can't actually like copy the text. I can't highlight it and copy and say this is what I've got. So I'd have to sit and type this out. And I don't really want to do that. I don't have the time to do that. So if I head back over, what it's done now is it's analyzed the screenshot and it said based on the fonts that you have access to, the closest match to the font in the original screenshot is Open Sans or Roboto. So it's also given us a little bit more information on each of these. So this is how you can use screenshots in order to identify fonts, but also in order to find the closest match to what you have access to. So this is really, really helpful. Hopefully you found this helpful yourselves, and if you have any questions, just hit reply and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you very much.